For a business that's put Iowa-made spirits in stores all over the country, new expansion of its production and cocktail house to downtown Davenport is big news, and Ryan Burchett is here to tell us all about it because he just can't have enough stores. You know, cocktail house in LeClaire.
I was trying to bring it closer to you, Paula.
I know. It's right down the street now.
Yeah, it's just getting you back up the hill that'll be harder.
I know.
Yeah,
we like going out to LeClaire. No, you're not closing anything in LeClaire.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
This is a growth thing, and 11 and a half years later, we are still bottling every bottle of spirits at the distillery by hand. And it got to the point that we're like, we're going to have to get a machine here. We're growing too much. Somebody's going to lose a finger. I don't know what's going to happen, but hats off to all those volunteers that have been out for so long. But so once we figured out how big these machines are, you got to have these big conveyors, Laverne and Shirley to take it down the thing and do all the stuff in the middle. We're like, this is going to take up all of our space here in LeClaire, and then we won't have room for all the other stuff we have. So we started looking around, and it just worked out that Artisan Grain Distillery downtown Davenport had everything we need. It was already licensed. It had the equipment down there for us still, so we can do production there. Mm-hmm. And it had the space, warehouse space in the back, had loading docks, everything. And we worked out a deal to take over that business and just make it Mississippi River Distilling No. 2.
Is that what you're going to call it?
We're just going to call it the Mississippi River Distilling Company Cocktail House in downtown Davenport.
So you're going to make it there, and you're going to be able to serve it there. You're going to have a cocktail room.
Yep. So it'll house all of our bottling operations there. We'll still make a lot of the things that we make now out in LeClaire, but we'll be able to do especially the little cool pilot projects downtown Davenport.
So here it is. So right now, if you guys go by it right now, you'll see these signs.
Yep. Right across from Half Nelson.
They still say that.
Street.
Okay. Yep. Because you're going to take it over. You're thinking May. You're hoping May.
We're in there working right now. We're doing the renovations, so it's a matter of getting everything up and turn that production space into a bar. We're moving the production to the back. Mm-hmm. And then there's also the drawing room, the cigar lounge, which will stay put. So they're actually expanding a little bit as part of this project. And then we're hoping, I've been telling people June to be ready for it this summer. These guys are moving so fast, I think we might be able to open it up in May. If we can find someone to work there, that'll be the next thing.
I was going to ask that because everybody says getting employees is rough.
You know what? We have really done well finding people that want that fun little side gig. That maybe some evening hours or some weekends can pick up. A lot of our folks have other jobs and stuff like that, and really we're a fun place to work. It's a place to, people enjoy themselves having the cocktails, learning about distilling and all that stuff, so it's been great.
So when you go to support these local places, folks, over-tip.
Yeah.
Over-tip.
Right.
Okay, so during COVID, you guys came up with these take-home cocktails, already mixed up. And you're going to keep them going because everybody loves them so much.
And this will be a big part of downtown, too. We're going to have a lot more taps. We mix this stuff up ahead of time, have it on tap. That one you have is the Passion Pilot. So these are two cocktails that we have for people that, people come in, they want a White Claw or something like that. We said, well, try this. Real passion fruit, along with our River Pilot vodka and a little bit of sugar to make it sweet, but it's a light, a little sweeter. It's 77 degrees out there, Teresa just said. Are you serious?
It's nice.
Yeah, we need that one too.
That is summery. Are you going to have any outdoor seating?
Well, we have to wait and see how things play out there. We have the sidewalk in front. We'll see. That'll be a licensing thing.
Are you going to give me that? Okay.
This one is our Urban Bourbon, our Cody Road Bourbon with a sweet tea. So the people that like the twisted tea and that kind of thing, this is our take on that. So
I like this even better. Yeah. I love your bourbon. That's good.
Yeah. So both of these are easy. And the new menu will be out at the first weekend in May. So people like to know when those new menus, and we'll have a whole new suite of take-home cocktails for the late spring, early summer months.
How about any other things you're gonna distill? You got any
We've
new
got
blends?
Coming out real shortly is we do these Cody Road X, we call them, and it's experimental barrel finishes where we take a whiskey that has aged in a barrel for 4 years and then we put it in something different. So we've done this with dessert wine barrels and tequila barrels, things like that. What we have coming up in April will be a Merlot barrel with bourbon finish in it, so it'll give it a little wine finish.
Will it really have a finish like Merlot?
A lot of times what happens is you get a little sweetness from that barrel, and it won't necessarily taste like Merlot, but it'll have a different finish than just a regular bourbon, so that's kind of fun too. So yeah.
You know, it's been what, 11 years since you worked here.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Did you know that Ryan is also a meteorologist? Just in case you didn't know that.
And I've lost a little hair since then.
If he just moved to the Quad Cities, is that what making booze will do?
Well, that's one of the things.
That's one of the things. But do you ever think you should? I don't know.
I just had a guy this morning ask me about the forecast, and it's like, you got to pay attention to this stuff all the time. I mean, look at Eric over there. He's slaving over the computer constantly.
Or a hot computer.
Yeah, so you can't, I mean, yes, I still have an interest in it, but you can't keep up on forecasting unless you got your finger in that pie all the time.
Sure, but you came back and filled in for a while.
I did pinch hit.
That was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
A year and a half ago?
Yeah, that was good career affirmation. I just need one job. That's all I need.
One job. Well, you're doing so well, and we're so proud of everything you've done. The stuff is delicious, right?
And we'll be so much closer now, so how about that?
Number 2 for the Mississippi River Distilling Company on May. Let's say it's going to be May, right? The second location
we'll stay out there. Glass is half full. Look at it right there.
It is half full, always. They're on East 2nd. And you say it's right by Half Nelson.
Just across the street.
Yeah. It's really booming downtown, so you're in on that.
Fun to be part of it.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah.
Good stuff.